love generally what I do. I've just lost the words. I'd like to say to each of you again, thank you. This is one of the highest honors that I've ever had, and it will remain a major memory of mine for a long time to come. Thanks a lot.
I got out of line, didn't I? Okay, we're going to go to our Leadership Magnolia group has been here, and Angela Sherman is going to come, and they're going to give out a Distinguished Alumni Award to a very deserving person.
Good evening. Tonight we are proud to pick up an award that has kind of fallen by the wayside, and this award is for the Distinguished Alumni, and the individual that has been nominated to receive it tonight has demonstrated a personal commitment in time and energy to the organizations he is involved with. He has exhibited outstanding volunteer service to his community. He exhibits care and respect for others in his community. He has displayed outstanding leadership in the respective organizations. He continues to display consistent involvement. His commitment to the organizations involved shows his good character, consideration for others, and the spirit of loyalty. His community service includes Magnolia Junior Charity League Volley, Relay for Life fundraisers, Magnolia Hospital phone-a-thons, citywide cleanups, meal dating and cooking, Employee and Customer Appreciation Day cooking, Family Fun Day cooking, 4th of July community celebration cooking, speaking to students at Magnolia schools, United Way fundraisers, and ribbon cuttings for the chamber members. His organizations, he is the current president of the SAU Alumni Board. He is the former president for the Magnolia Blossom Festival. He is currently the chairman for the Blossom Festival Serving Lines. He's the former treasurer for the Magnolia JC. He's the vice president for Magnolia Track and Field Booster Club. And he is a member of Leadership Magnolia, Chamber of Commerce, United Way Board, Classrooms to Careers for SAU, and the Rotary Club. He was also named the 2005 People's Banker of the Year. Congratulations, Mr. Jamie Waller. Thinking about all that he does. Evidently, this town can't run without him. The only thing he's not doing is the mayor's position. I know about that.
I did not expect this, so I don't know what to say, but thank you. I guess I wish I would have had a hand in coming up with this award. I probably would have suggested a cash prize as well. Thank you. Seriously, People's Bank allows me to do a lot, and I really do appreciate it. There are a lot of people that deserve this award over me, I can assure you, but I do appreciate it, and we just need to remember how blessed we are to be able to do things like this. Thank you.
He lied about the cash prize because I can tell you he's too tight. Those of y'all that know him well know it's true. So, okay, I'm going to get, if you're presenting awards, if you'll just make your way to the stage, if you're going to be a presenter here in a few minutes, and we'll kind of save a little bit of time with that. So, where is Dr. Moore? There you are. We'll be ready for you. We've had added some new awards. Robert McDonald, Callie Title, and Jackie Farrington and Ted Nelson worked on our new awards that we have and coming up with criteria and how we would take nominations for those awards. And, you know, in years when we've just given out 3, it was always so tough, and it's still tough, even adding awards, to try to decide who is going to be the recipient of that. But we appreciate the work that they did and they're giving of their time. So, Dr. Moore, I'm going to let you go first.
Hey, before I get started, I'd like to ask someone to come up and assist me. David Stuart, would you come up here and help me, please? Need a little help with this. It is my pleasure to introduce to you tonight an individual that has been selected by his peers as the Educator of the Year. David Stuart has served as the band director for the Magnolia Public Schools since 1999. He's been an educator since 1983. Before coming to Magnolia, David was employed as a band director in Fordyce, Sylvan Hills, and the Malvern Public Schools. David received his baccalaureate degree in music from the University of Arkansas at Monticello, his master's degree in instructional conducting from the University of Central Arkansas. He's a member of the Arkansas School Band Directors Association and is the current first vice president of the Arkansas School Band and Orchestra Association Executive Board. David has served as a past president of Phi Beta Mu, a national honorary band fraternity, and has been an adjunct and or clinician in each of the 9 Arkansas School Band and Orchestra regions, as well as in Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi. As the director of bands in the Magnolia Public Schools, David is the lead director at the Magnolia High School and oversees the band programs in the junior high and Central Elementary. For the past 12 years, David has consistently been a positive influence on hundreds of students enrolled in the band program. He has played an essential role in developing instrumental talents in students, which in many cases has provided opportunities for many college scholarships. Throughout his years in the Magnolia Public Schools, the citizens of Magnolia have been provided quality musical entertainment through creative halftime band performances at Friday night football games, band marching competitions, and various concerts presented during the school year. Among his peers, David is known to be self-confident, dependent, always professional in appearance and speech, friendly but firm, and overall a great role model for students. David establishes a professional relationship with his students that lasts long after graduation. His wife, Dorothy, and Dorothy, would you stand, is a teacher at Central Elementary. The Stewarts have 3 grown children, David Jr. and David is a band director in Texarkana. Is David here? There he is, standing in the back. And the 2 daughters that are teachers in Houston, Bridget and Brittany. I'm pleased to introduce this year's Educator of the Year, and I want to tell you that y'all can look at me and tell I've been doing this a long time, and he's one of the best that I've ever worked with. Please express your appreciation to David Stuart, Educator of the Year.
truly not lost for words. And generally, my family does not pull a lot of things over me. But this was a good one. And I just have to briefly tell you how this happened. I got home yesterday, and my wife says that my son needs some of the things that you've done. And typically I'm saying, so why didn't my son call me? And she said, well, he was in class, and so I gave her this list of things. And something told me it wasn't right. I didn't know. And then I was somewhere working last week in Hot Springs, and she says, we're supposed to go to a banquet next week. And you have to know me, Dorothy, I don't want to go to a banquet. But I do, it's a long story, but I want to say to each of you, I'm very, very humbled by this. I love generally what I do. I've just lost his words. I'd like to say to each of you again, thank you. This is one of the highest honors that I've ever had, and it will remain a major memory of mine for a long time to come. Thanks a lot.
Ashley is the daughter of Steve and Kathleen Dingman and is a senior at Magnolia High School. She's an honor roll student with a cumulative grade point of a little over 4 points. At the high school, she's currently enrolled in advanced placement courses and is a potential honored graduate, placing her in the top 10% of her class. Ashley is a member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, which is a mathematics society, the high school yearbook staff, the Magnolia Panthers swim team. She has been a member of Future Business Leaders of America since 2008. She is currently FBLA president for her local chapter and served as secretary the past year. Ashley has been a member of the Magnolia Public School Band program since 2004 and has been a color guard since 2006. And you saw him more speechless tonight than you've ever seen. She was a Girl States delegate in 2010 and has received several district and state level awards for public speaking through FBLA. Ashley received a first place essay award at SAU's Youth Writing Festival in 2010. She was recognized as Outstanding Female Swimmer in 2008 and as a year-round High Point Achiever for the Magnolia Dolphin Swim Team in 2008-2009. In the community, Ashley is an active volunteer at the Stew Pot and is involved in many of the youth and music activities here at the First United Methodist Church. She has participated in numerous fundraisers for the Arkansas Children's Hospital, the Arkansas Regional Organ Recovery Agency, March of Dimes, the American Cancer Society Relay for Life, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's my pleasure to introduce the recipient of the Young Person of the Year Scholarship, Ashley Dingman. Would you please
Thank you, Dr. Moore. And actually, that does come with a cash of prize. See the calories for that. Unlike Jamie. Okay, our next award is Employee of the Year, and it's going to be presented by Jeff Walker.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm not going to have my person come up. I want you guys to try to guess who it is. But it is my pleasure to introduce a new award, the Employee of the Year. This award is to recognize a person who exhibits characteristics of a valued employee, someone who's made outstanding contributions, gone above and beyond expectations through their service to their job, someone who's made positive impact on the lives of others. This year's recipient is and has always been a very hard worker. This person does more than expected for their organization. Much of its behind-the-scenes work goes unnoticed by many. Dedication and loyalty come to mind. with this individual is they've been on the job for 22 years. This person's been known to paint, lay tile, cut grass, repair roofs. I can go on and on about all the things that this individual does. A lot of that we would hire out. We wouldn't do it ourselves. This person's been instrumental in bringing numerous out-of-towners and visitors to Magnolia for baseball, softball tournaments. He's responsible for 300 kids on an average day, sometimes 400 to 450 walk through his doors. Not only does he take care of these kids, but they have arts and crafts. They have school tutoring, sporting events. Anybody know who it is yet? This person cares deeply for every child that walks through his doors. Anybody who knows this individual knows who I'm talking about already. You know what a hard worker he is. This is a guy that is the epitome of a blue-collar and white-collar person all wrapped up in one. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Employee of the Year, Mr. David Smith.
I know you want to say something, and our time's limited, I've heard you.
I'm not real good at surprising. I've already had one today. We had 300 kids and the lights went out. But I certainly appreciate it. It's a rewarding job that I have. And what makes it really good is being able to do it in Magnolia, a place where everybody cares about everybody else. There's a lot of places that are jealous of Magnolia because of our people. Not the things that we have, but the people that we have. And I certainly appreciate it.
As I visit with other chamber people around the state, boys and girls clubs are a dying breed, and we're very fortunate to still have one and have a place for all those kids to go, because where would they go after school without our boys club? So we need to continually support that, and we want to congratulate you again, David, and thank you. Business Person of the Year, Mr. Steve Nipper, is going to give out that award.
Good evening. It's my privilege tonight to introduce the Business Person of the Year. I understand this is a new award too, probably. Okay, thank you. I have a really good fortune of working with her. Her name is Annette Pate. She's Vice President of BancorpSouth and our Community Reinvestment Act Officer, or CRA Officer. It is in this role as a CRA Officer that Annette has stood out in our community. She goes above and beyond for the low to moderate income people and citizens of our community. She spearheads our efforts to educate and help those people who are in need. Through her leadership, she coordinates the educational programs that we provide for freshman seminar classes at Southern Arkansas University, teach children safe programs at our local elementary schools, and financial aid classes that we do in conjunction with the Central Arkansas Development Council, or CADC. With Annette leading the way, we touch hundreds of lives of people in Columbia County. She's an advocate for the Southern Christian Missions as she directs efforts to get grant money in conjunction with our agency, the Federal Home Loan Bank. She's also a board member of CADC and continues to be a mentor and a leader for the Youth Activity Council, or YAC. I believe Annette embodies the spirit of this outstanding award. Unfortunately, Annette could not be here today. She has the flu. She's at home. Sorry about that, but I will accept this award on her behalf.
Has to get all his cheat sheets together. One of the things that he did mention is Annette and her sister Nancy have done the craft vendors probably I don't know how many years. I've been doing the Blossom Festival 5, and they were there when I got there running that. And she also is the treasurer at Rotary and keeps me lined out this year while I'm the Rotary president. And she does a great job in a lot of areas. I mean, we could go on and on and on about that also. So we're excited for Annette to get that. And I do hate that she couldn't be here tonight. Public Servant Award, Sheriff Michael O. This also is a new award.
The recipient of... Can you hear me now? Okay. The recipient of the Public Servant Award is somebody very special to me. I'm going to name up, hold off naming him just a minute. He started his career at the Columbia County Sheriff's Department in the VA and worked his way up to a patrolman and is now an investigator, and he is the senior investigator. This person is a very unique person. He's a very special person to me. You all probably know him by his signature smile. This man has the most pleasant smile of anybody I've ever known. You know, sometimes at the sheriff's office, things don't go like we want them to go, and I kind of get in a bad mood every once in a while. We have to work our way through some problems. Well, I can step out of my office, walk down the hall, and meet him with that smile. And it just lights up the whole building. Things aren't as bad as they thought they were. We'll go find a solution to the problem. Leroy Martin, would you come forward? Be sure to speak up.
I just don't understand it though. Just a year ago, we lost our home. And we were pretty much running around trying to find out what we was going to do, how we was going to make it. And there was still voice inside told me that you got to go on because there was a time that you got a chance to get out to the upward basketball, brought all the people of the community together. And there are a lot of people that are looking at you. And I told the Lord, I'll do what you told me to tell me to do. And from the community outpour, how everybody stuck together and came together, Sheriff Lowe, and I cannot just take this up this award without all my friends that's back here. I want all of the guys at the Sheriff Office to stand up. Mike and Kobe and Todd, and they were real good to me. They got beside me and pushed me along, and I thank God for my wife, who, when I felt like everything was going to crumble down on me, she stood right by me. And my children, as much as I, get on them all the time, they endured the dad and continue to accept the things that, some of the things that I was telling them. And y'all have got to realize, I'm a preacher, I can preach all day. It's kind of hard to get this many people here without getting the office. But this is an honor. I thank God. My job, number one, is to win souls for Christ. That's my job. And this right here, the second was to help people out. And if there's anything that I can ever do for anybody that's here, I thank you for all of you have done. Everybody that's in this building has done something for us. You might not even give us a dime, but you gave us a word of encouragement. And I just thank you. You got me, Sheriff, so I'm going to have to repay you back. But I thank the Sheriff Lowe and his wife, and I know that while you're in office, I will be there to support you. And that's what I'm here to do. So thank you, thank God.
Okay, Leadership Magnolia has next up on the list, and you know, we have so many volunteers in our community that do a lot of great things. And this year, the Community Service Award goes to a group of people, again, that have done a lot for our community. You know, cancer eventually touches everybody's family somewhere, usually. And this group, the first time they met, I think back in 1997, they had about 160 people there. And so that shows how important it is in our community. But this year's recipient of this award, was all they do, starting Relay for Life and maintaining that and keeping it going year after year after year, whether it rains or not, and through the hard times, would be our Still Magnolias Breast Cancer Support Group. And accepting that award this year for that group would be Miss Patsy Bentley. But we want the whole group to stand. And if you're a part of this group, stand up. One little thing first is we did not have 160 people at our first meeting. We had 3 in 1997. And through the years, we've identified over 160 people that have had breast cancer, and men also. We have a kind of a core group that's around 25 or so of us that fluctuates through the years. Sometimes as people need us, they are active and then are replaced by other people. And then, of course, I have to say, too, that we have lost some members throughout the years that have been very, very dear to us and have helped do so many different things for the community. But one of the main things that I wanted to just see for a show of hands is first, and some of you out here might be a breast cancer survivor also, but raise your hand if you're a breast cancer survivor. Okay, mainly in our group right here. All right, how about keep your hands up if you have someone in your family that has had breast cancer. This could be relatives or anything. Keep them up. If you know someone that has had breast cancer, raise your hand. Look at the room. It's almost everyone has been touched by this disease. I would like to say that in these years that one of our main goals was to help educate the public. We've done that through health fairs and different things. I'm sure you've seen us out, displays at the library. You've seen us out on the street asking for donations for Susan G. Komen for the Cure. The Relay for Life is right here by our group, and we've done extensive fundraising with that. Our county is number 2 per capita in the state, and number 5 in the state for raising funds for Relay for Life last year. We also have received several different awards from the American Cancer Society, from the Susan G. Komen for the Cure, and also received one of the highest awards in the state, the Josetta Wilkins Award, which is for an organization that has done a lot to help with education in the state, and is presented by the Arkansas Breast Cancer Control Advisory Board and Breast Care. Even just yesterday, 3 of us were in Little Rock at the Capitol. And Lane, we couldn't find you. And we want to see you tonight after the banquet because funding for breast care, a program that helps women who are underinsured or have no insurance, starting at 40. Part of it is being cut for screening, but they'll help still pay for treatments. But if a woman doesn't know if she needs treatments, you know, we need the funding for screening, and we want to speak with you about that tonight, Lane. Because we did look for you. So we're always trying to do something to help in the community, and I can't speak you know, the ladies that are sitting here and the others that aren't here, we have just such a tight-knit group, and the support we all give each other through the years is just really, really precious. And we thank you as a community for supporting us and letting us help others through the many different things that we have done. So thank you so much. We really, really appreciate this award.
It is my privilege to present the award for Business of the Year for 2011. Each year, the selection committee seeks to identify a business or industry that establishes a high standard in their trade. Tonight, we recognize a retailer that's been a model in many ways, including exhibiting innovation by continually evolving product offerings and marketing techniques, and demonstrating a willingness to adapt to new industry trends, in their ability to differentiate their business from big box stores by having a staff trained with product knowledge, as well as proficient in providing outstanding personal service. Also, by subscribing to a practice of acknowledging visiting customers rather than ignoring them. And understanding that in many instances, a trip to this business means someone has a repair to make, and one-on-one personal help in locating the right part on their first trip is of great importance. This business has origins dating back to 1923, and prior to that time, in related holdings such as timberland and a sawmill. This business employs 35 individuals and has incredibly low turnover, the result of treating folks well, providing a positive work environment, and understanding that it's the frontline employee who makes or breaks the company in the eyes of the customer. This business is also one of the most generous, providing financial support for a variety of local charitable organizations. 24 years ago, ownership saw promise in a 19-year-old sales associate, sent him to school to learn the business, and concluded he had the ability to help the business grow and provide continuity for the future. So, he became a partner, allowing this non-family member to share the business's success while working to ensure its future. As Bubba Smith and Wes Stockwell make their way to the front, please join me in congratulating S&S Home Center at the 2011 Business of the Year.
Bubba's favorite thing, too.
Don't leave.
Bubba's always said he was that solid partner.
All I wanted a picture of Bubba in the suit. Here he is. Did you know about this? Well, what more can I say? We enjoy helping people. You know, I put everything I got into the business, and Bubba does too. They say that opposites attract. I think Bubba compliments me, and I compliment him. I don't think any two people could be any more opposite than Bubba and I are, and I think that works really well for us. And Bubba, it's been a great 24 years. Thank you.
All right. That just brings us to Citizen of the Year, one of our favorite things. And a lot of y'all out here could be Citizen of the Year, but we have Kelly Sauer and Ms. Whitney Whitelaw coming to present this award this year. This is Kelly's favorite thing to do too, speaking public.
Love it. I guess you could say they saved the best for last, and I'm sure they did tonight. And the definition, according to the dictionary, of a citizen of the year, or a citizen is a native or naturalized member of a state or nation who owes allegiance to or who is entitled to protect. My definition of a citizen is, when I think of that, as someone who gives continually, and keeps giving, even when they've given enough. I'm not using my hands. This year's Citizen of the Year has a long history of service to her community. Our citizen has given unselfishly of her time and energy to make Magnolia and Columbia County a better place to live. Her dedication to her community is evident in the many hours she has spent working on projects that would better our town. She has even installed this in her employees, how it is important to give back.
For the past 18 years, our Citizen of the Year has coordinated the downtown Magnolia District in honoring Magnolia High School students and their families as guests of the Magnolia Scholars Banquet. Students honored have maintained a 3.5 or higher cumulative GPA while taking college preparatory courses. The number of students honored yearly is approximately 115, and the banquet hosts approximately 345 students and their parents. She has been instrumental in making sure the town understands the importance of the program. She updates information in her yearly letter to individuals and businesses when she solicits funds to pay for the program. In doing so, she has made the City of Magnolia part of this wonderful program, which rewards academic excellence. I believe the program is unique to Magnolia, and we at Magnolia High School cannot thank her enough for recognizing our students. I feel that she truly represents the spirit of Magnolia.
It's kind of hard to list everything she did, so I'm going to sum up just a few. She's worked with the Miss Magnolia pageant many moons ago. She was a member of Magnolia Junior Charity League, and she is still a very active associate where you can see her singing and dancing every 3 years on the stage at Follies. She served 10 great years for the Magnolia Regional Medical Center, which she truly loved. She still to this day works with the Magnolia Blossom Festival, Downtown Magnolia District, United Way of Columbia County, and she is an active member of the First United Methodist Church. And she is my boss. She's wonderful. The Citizen of the Year is Jennifer Hubbard. I'm not going to be like Leroy Martin. I'm going to be more like Bubba Smith. I really don't know what to say. I'm very overwhelmed at this. Anyone that knows me knows how much I love, truly, truly love this community. In fact, sometimes they say I get on a soapbox about this community, and I do. But it's been very good to me and my family, but not one thing I do I do without the support. And I can look out here. You can see everybody that backs me and everything. This belongs to everyone up here and all of you out there, to my sister out there. When they say it takes a village, everything I've done, I've got someone looking over my shoulder. So I thank you. I'm very proud of our community. I'm very proud of our downtown Magnolia district. We all work very, very hard, and I love you. Thank you very much.